Hi there and welcome back. In last episode we have built this basic steel factory that produces 150 steel beams and 105 steel pipes. Today I will show you how I expanded the steel production with advanced steel factory that produces 30 encased industrial beams, 8 motors, 9 starters, and will take portions of steel beams and steel pipes, so we will reduce our output to 30 of each. The whole factory will be using 685 iron ore, from what we already delivered last time 505, so we need only 180 extra. We'll be using 505 coal, what we already delivered last time using this bridge here, from the coal generator power plant location. We'll need 450 limestone. I'll be using 2 limestone nodes with overclocked 2 miners Mark II and 100 copper ore that I'll be using from the same node that is connected to the base. Last time I was using catwalk stairs to get it between the levels, but in Advanced Steel Factory I decided to use hypertubes for easier and faster access between the levels. So here we go to level 1 of Advanced Steel Factory. On level 1 we have 10 smelters. 4 smelters are smelting copper, one of them is underclocked to 33%, and 6 smelters are smelting iron ore. The red ones are smelting copper on the north side of the build, and on the south I've put 6 smelters to smelt iron ore into iron ingots. On the north side of the level 1 I have also created a hub for hypertubes. The most right one brings us from the ground floor, and each next one will bring us to another level. Let's go have a look to next level. And up we go to level 2. On level 2 we'll have 14 constructors. 8 constructors on south side are making screws using alternative recipe cast screw, and on north side we have 6 constructors making iron rods. One of them is underclocked to 33%. Here on the north side these black constructors are making iron rods, and one of them is underclocked to 33.333%. And on the south side these blue constructors are making cast screws and sending them up. Now let's go have a look on level 3. On level 3 we'll have 17 constructors. 7 of them are making wire, and one of them is underclocked to 66.666%. The 10 constructors are making concrete. I have aligned them in such a way that the wire constructors are on the west side of the build, as the copper node is to the west from this build, and they are sending wires through the floor hole. I'm getting lime from both sides, and these constructors here, all 10 of them are making concrete and sending them up. Let's go have a look at floor 4. Let's skip level 4, as level 4 is dedicated to conveyor belts, and let's go straight to level 5. We'll come back to level 4 afterwards. On the 5th floor there are 9 assemblers. 5 on north side are making starters, 4 on south side are making rotors. All of them are working at 100%. I have color coded these assemblers, so the ones that are making starters are green, and I also color coded the floor foundations for their inputs. So when we come back to level 4, connecting the conveyor belts and conveyor lifts, it is much easier to remember what input and output goes where when you have it color coded. On south side for the rotors, I color coded it with orange. We are bringing both rotors and starters up and we'll use them for assembling motors. Let's go down to level 4 to have a look at the conveyor belts. Level 4 is dedicated just to conveyor belts management for level 5. We'll be taking 4 inputs: wire, screws, iron rods and steel pipes. Don't mind the steel beams in the corner. I'm just bringing up from the outside the conveyor lift, bringing steel beams up to top floor was not long enough, so I just connected it inside like this. So on the north side of level 4 we can see the color-coded green floor that where are assemblers making starters. They are taking copper wire from the level below through the floor hole, and they are taking steel pipes from the basic steel factory that we built in the previous episode. For the rotors on south side of level 5 we have these orange foundations where they are taking inputs of screws and iron rods that we produce here in the advanced steel factory. To avoid any weird clipping of the belts, I have elevated one of the lines of the inputs. To do this, we can unconnect, let's say, these belts over here, and if you wanted to connect in this fashion your assemblers, you just place splitters on next quarter of the foundation in front. So this one will place on the ground and this one will elevate like so, and now you can just clip these lifts, this one to the ground and this one to the elevated one, and then you can just connect it with the belts, and now you have your belts a little bit more organized so they don't cross each other. And that was level 4. We've already seen level 5. We'll skip level 6, as on level 6 we have another level dedicated to conveyor belts. We'll go straight to the top to level 7. You can enjoy the view on the way up. On level 7 we have 2 rows of assemblers. On north we have 2 assemblers making motors. One of them is underclocked to 60%. On south we have 5 assemblers making encased industrial beams. On this level we are also preparing all the outputs. So in Advanced Steel Factory we are making encased industrial beams, motors and starters. All 3 of them we are getting here on this line in northwest side of the factory. We are getting starters from down below. We are getting motors from these 2 assemblers here, and we are getting encased industrial beams from these 5 assemblers here. I'm putting them all on one line, as we will soon unlock smart splitters, and with smart splitters we'll be able to pick individual items from the belt and put them to their own storage places. Let's have a look at level 6. We can enjoy the view again, and the level 6 is dedicated to conveyor belt management, again for the assemblers placed on level 7. We are providing here starters and rotors to assemblers making motors, and we are providing concrete and steel beams to assemblers making encased industrial beams. On the north side, these 2 assemblers are making motors, so we are providing rotors on the top, starters at the bottom from the level below, and the excessive starters are joining the output line on the level above. On the south side we are providing concrete and steel beams from the basic steel factory to the assemblers making encased industrial beams. And that's all for today's episode. We have built Advanced Steel Factory and we are ready to unlock another advancement. We'll be unlocking in next episode blueprints, and we'll use them for building highways for the trucks. If you like this content, please like and subscribe, and see you in next episode.